Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's the Redskins going up against the Giants. So now let's go to Landover, Maryland, where Jim and Phil have the call.
The Redskins are ready to run back this kick. And Josh Brown looks set now to kick it away. Shakes off the tackle, and he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. So the rookie quarterback will take the field, trying to improve week by week.
Well, he's getting some experience. It's not a lot, but it's enough to help him feel more comfortable, and I think play better. He should do well here today.
And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
Second down, 4 to go. And Ayers isn't an animal on that play. Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. Eyeing that left side. Brown's there to take it down.
Every quarterback in the NFL loves this coverage where you got 4 defensive backs all playing deep. So in routes, anything across the middle usually is wide open. Good job by the quarterback taking advantage of the defense that time.
The jumbo set on the field. Handoff fade. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. Take a look at the defense now. John Beeson, a player we should be calling many times today.
Yeah, he's a smart player. There's no doubt about that. And he can diagnose the runs and get in there and make those tackles. And, of course, the other thing he does, he knows how to cover the tight end and get in the right spot to alter the throw of the quarterback.
And it's 3rd and 10 here after the run. The Redskins come out. Jumbo package on the field. On the money. He's brought to a halt.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Back to the air here on first down. Makes the reception. Gains 16.
When you play zone in the NFL, what you're trying to do is make the quarterback hold the football just for a half a second longer, and you hope the pass rush can get there. They don't that time. That's why he got the completion.
Intercepted. They bring him to the turf. He was the first pick taken in the 2004 draft out of Ole Miss quarterback Eli Manning.
Eli Manning has shown over the years one of his greatest attributes is the fact that he will throw the football down the field high and give his receivers a chance to run under it and make the catch.
First and 10. And Jennings going to secure the handoff. And gains about 1. One big playmaker for the Giants is Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz is a dangerous player when he plays the slot, Jim. When he's inside, if you're on the defense, you better double team him.
2nd and 9. And Jennings taking the handoff. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Eli Manning will take it from the center here. And Jennings got it on the handoff.
Giants would love to run the football in all situations like this. When you only need a little bit of yardage to get a first down, they show their power there. And I'll tell you what, this gives the coach a lot of confidence.
First down at the 24. Leading on that running attack again here on first down. As we get a look at the defensive starters, these linebackers will be counted on today to make plays in the running and passing games. The Giants will take the snap from the 25. The defense gets the sack.
Well, when you see the defense is going to blitz and you can't pick it up, as a quarterback, you've got to change the pass protection. Remember, protect yourself at all times. He didn't do it, so he goes down.
Third and long. Looking across the middle, and incomplete pass that time as he threw it short.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
This punt will be returned, and that's a 2-yard gain.
Well, only a couple yards that time by the punt returner. Good defense by the punt coverage team. They get down their speed, they hustle, they're all around him, and they only give up a couple yards.
Finds Reed. Reed's able to move the chains here as he's tackled down.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Man-to-man coverage down the field. When you see it, you got to be accurate with the football. He was that time, and that's why we got the completion.
Has his man. First down here after the completion. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Finds Reed. Gains 16.
Well, once again, we see why this quarterback is in there playing. He is one tough guy. Takes the big hit and still throws the football down the field.
Let's go.
And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
You know, if you're a defensive player and you're covering a receiver down here on first and goal, you don't have to cover that much area. That's a terrible job by the defense giving up that touchdown pass.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Redskins official. There's not a big concern with the injury at this point, so guys, he'll be ready to go back in the game as soon as he gets the thumbs up from the coaching staff.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. First down here. Quarters formation here for the defense. Manning will take the snap from the shotgun. Throw it to the outside, and they've got the hook up.
I know you won't believe this, but sometimes completing a short pass like that does give a quarterback confidence, so it does serve a purpose.
That pass play wasn't good for much. So now it's second down and 9. Manning's got everybody split out wide. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Fumble. The defense has the football. That'll stop the play right there.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
The Redskins from the 27. And at the 25, he'll be brought down. As we see the rushing numbers, obviously this team isn't going to complain about leading, but I think that you look at the numbers a little deeper and you have to say, wait a minute, we need to control the tempo of this game more. We've got to get our running back going.
I think that's the number one thing when you look at this offense, Jim. Don't abandon the running game. I think you've got to keep trying. You got to keep the defense honest. And if you do that, they get just a better chance to win the game, of course.
Boy, that was some hit that time that knocked the ball out.
Yeah, it was a good hit, but listen, you can tell the receiver's expecting that big hit. I don't know why. You're going to get hit no matter what, so you might as well just go ahead and catch the football. Bad job by the receiver that time.
The Redskins will take the snap from the 25. Pulls it in. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Well, I think we've heard this expression about 7,000 times. It's a passing league. So we all know that. So you got to be able to throw the football and pick up some first downs.
The Redskins come out in the pistol. First down at the 15. Throw to the left, and he's intercepted. Good piece of tackling.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense, and finally he gets the interception inside their own 20-yard line and stops the offense from getting any points.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Eli Manning takes it from the gun. Launching it deep. And intercepted. He's churning ahead. In on the stop.
Anytime you're backed up on the offensive side, the quarterback's got to be extremely careful, because if you turn it over, you're just giving points to your opponent. That time, a bad decision by the quarterback, and he throws an easy interception for the defense.
Got the completion. He's tackled at the 28. Right now, this offense doesn't have much to complain about. Holding on to the lead here in the first half. And the passing game partner has been very sharp.
Well, they're probably going to complain that they could have more points, because you can never have enough points, Jim. We all know that. But the offensive line, wide receivers, quarterback, and even the coach on the sideline all having a very good first half. That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. The Redskins come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. He's brought down.
The Redskins have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
Second down and 4. It's intercepted. Spins out of the tackle.
Wonderful job by the defense that time. They stayed after it, and inside their own 20, they finally come up with the play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
First down on the way. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Second down and 7. And Jennings going to take the handoff now. And Jennings is brought down.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
Third down and 4. Throws the pass. Shows all kinds of awareness here as he picks up the first down.
When you're a quarterback throwing against zone defenses, look for the open space. That's what he did that time. He found it, and the receiver ran in there and made the catch.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Manning's going to throw once again on this down. Reaches out and snatches it. He'll be taken down about 3 yards short of the first.
That's a good job by the quarterback. He read the defense, nothing open deep, so he throws it short, and it puts him in great position for a second down play call.
Offense lines up here. The Giants will take the snap from the 25. That brings the play to an end.
Well, you get a couple first downs on a drive. It just, of course, it makes you feel good about what you're doing. It loosens up the offensive play caller, and there's nothing like dictating to the defense. I love it.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Manning's back in shotgun formation. to the ground.
Well, that's a sign of a good defense. When you can sack the quarterbacks and you're just rushing the defensive linemen, you don't need any tricks, you don't need any blitzes. Man, that's talent.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Manning from the shotgun. Easy catch there. No one near him.
When you get aggressive safeties, you like to get up there and try to stop the run. The post route is an awesome way to take advantage of that. Go down the field 10 to 12 yards, plant that outside foot, run towards the goalpost. Nice throw by the quarterback.
The Giants will take the snap from the 45. Has the first down. Now looking for more.
Jennings able to show everybody why he should get the football more. Good job that time, finding his way and picking up a first down.
Manning's going to take it from the gun. Has his target. Beckham's tackled down at the 22.
The old-fashioned way of picking up big yardage is running the fly route on the outside. Show the speed of the receiver and the strength of the quarterback's arm. What a nice completion.
The Giants get a first down.
Some good play calls so far in this drive by the offensive coordinator. His team is down, but they are marching down the field.
Marching down the field and taking their time. First and goal from the 8. Setting up screen. Got the completion. In the promised land. Touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Well, here we are. It's a tie game now. We'll see how the teams react to it. Will it be positive or negative?
Inside of the uprights. Manning certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. Just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. First down coming up. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Nice tackle.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
It's now second down. Offense lines up here. They'll run it off the toss. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
The Redskins know one of the worst things you can do in the NFL is lose yardage on a run play. They do it that time on second down, and now they have third and long, and the coach is going, well, what do you want me to call? Not many things can work on third and long.
Almost intercepted.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
all set to punt here. Take it down at the 33. This series begins for the offense with a very good chance to score. Offense lines up here. Beckham is going to get set in the slot for this snap. Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Can't find the target on the pass underneath. Second down coming up. And Manningham's lined up now as a slot receiver. Manning will take the snap from the shotgun. The catch is made, and that's a big-time tackle that keeps them 3 yards short of the first down marker.
The Giants do a really good job this time on offense. The quarterback throws the ball short. They pick up a few yards, and now it makes third down much easier.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Giants snap it at the 26. And they bring down the quarterback, and it's a 3-and-out for the offense.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
The kick, it's through there. The kick is good.
There's nothing like being ahead in the football game, no matter how many points it is, because now you can manage it in a different way, even though it's early in this game, and you make the other team come after you.
And a touchback. They face first down. The Redskins will go with the pistol on this play. Intercepted. Tackles made.
That was an awesome job by the...
And Trendon Holiday is back deep here as he awaits the opening kickoff. The Redskins setting up here for the kickoff. The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. Flag is out.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Sloppy mistake here. That kick travels out of bounds.
Automatic first down.
First down, offense readying for the snap. Manning's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. And Jennings handed the football. They'll mark him at the 41.
Jennings trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. They're loaded up in the full house formation. To the ground. Picked up.
You got to keep your offensive lineman aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short game, it served a purpose.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Robinson's playing out of position in the backfield here. 3rd and 7. Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete.
That's interesting as you watch the receiver trying to make that catch. He knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
And no return as this goes for a touchback. There's been all kinds of build-up and anticipation, and now the rookie quarterback heads onto the field for his first series.
Yeah, I think things have changed so much over the years. These quarterbacks, especially these rookies, they're so much more ready to play than previous years. They get to throw the football a lot in college, a lot in high school, so they come in the NFL prepared and ready to go. Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. We'll try it left. Here's the group that perhaps has the game's biggest assignment, the offensive line. See what they do on this 3rd down situation. 2 tight ends on the field here. Just a quick drop back. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. The jumbo set on the field. He'll keep it on the play fake. Throws to the right. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie makes that pick off, and that's a gain of 10. And leading the Giants onto the field is quarterback Eli Manning, a 2-time Super Bowl winner, 2-time Super Bowl MVP.
I think the first thing that comes to my mind every time I talk about Eli Manning with the New York Giants, the fact that he has never missed a start in his career. That is some outstanding accomplishment. Of course, being the MVP of 2 Super Bowls, that's pretty awesome, too.
2nd down here. They bring in the extra tight end. Manning's lined up. 2 tight ends set. They're going to get him here for a sack.
There's nothing worse to a quarterback than having an offensive lineman getting driven back in his way. That time the right side of the line collapses, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 3rd and forever. And he's sacked again.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. They come to the line, and it's first down. They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. The tackle is made.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Redskins approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Finds his mark. Breaks the tackle. That's a gain of 10.
That's a nice job by the offense there. Get the first down. Keep those chains moving. Give yourself 3 more opportunities.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. The Redskins break huddle and show a jumbo look. The defense gets a sack.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
As we take a look at this defense, he is one player who can totally change the course of a game, and I'm talking about Jason Pierre-Paul.
The New York Giants, the last 2 years, they have missed the presence of Jason Pierre-Paul because of injuries. They need him to get back to the player he was 3 years ago. If that happens, look out. The Giants are going to be terrific on the defensive side.
And the tackle is made at the 48-yard line.
Well, returning punts is a tough job. It's about judgment. That time, that was poor judgment by the return man. Should have just had a fair catch and never tried to return that.
First down and 10. And Jennings going to secure the handoff. And at the 49, he'll be brought down. That's second down coming up. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Looking to the right side and throwing. Picks up about 5.
Well, that's a nice completion by the offense. And what it does, it just puts them in a more manageable situation so they can pick up that third down.
Drop back, shotgun formation. He makes the catch. He's going to be brought down, and that's going to be a 3 and out for this offense.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
It's first down as they head to the line. It's a 2 tight end formation. They'll go ground. McClain's in on the tackle. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9.
Get ready.
Catch made. Bites off the hip. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Offense lines up here. First down at the 24. And he's tackled at the 34-yard line. Second down here after that run play.
Get ready.
Keeps it here. Long ball to Deshaun Jackson. And it's incomplete. On the way, third down. Offense lines up here. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Rolls there to make the tackle.
Nothing like seeing a complete offense. That's what we're watching here today. Yes, we know they can throw it, but what they're showing us here, they can grind out some first downs running the football too.
First down here after the run. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Brought down at the 38. Second down. The Redskins come out in a jumbo set. Has his man. stacked up at that point. This is turning into quite a drive, Phil.
Nice job, Jim, by the offensive coordinator, just mixing the plays up and keeping the defense off balance.
The Redskins step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. Keeps it here. Has his target. Tackle by Antrell Roll.
Well, Jim, I always say it's about deception when you're playing offense. That time, the play action fake by the quarterback was so good that defense didn't even see that he still had the football, and he throws it down there for a nice completion.
Secures it with two hands. McClain in on the tackle.
The quarterbacks and receivers in this NFL now are so good. It's so easy for them to throw and catch and just keep picking up those first downs.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Has it. Touchdown.
What a job by the offensive line. Tremendous blocking up front. They give the quarterback all day long. Finally, he's able to spot an open receiver, puts it in there for a touchdown.
Extra point was good. The Redskins kicking team comes out now as the offense takes a break, and they deserve one after going down the field, mainly through the air with over 70 yards passing. He'll take it from the 10, and they stop him from running it out to the 20, mark him down at the 19. The Giants come out for the next possession. Eli Manning will take it from the center here. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Screen, catch made. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line.
I think the best thing to say about that play, it's just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
Offense lines up here, and Jennings taking the handoff. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, you got to have the draw play in your game or a delay. You know what that does? It fools the defense, and anytime you fool the defense, you usually get good gains.
1st and 10. Makes the reception. Taken down at the 39.
Well, it's not quite a first down, but a good read, good throw, good catch. A lot of good there, isn't it, Jim? But nice job by the offense. Now they got 2nd and short. Look out. Who knows what the next play is going to be.
2nd down and 2. And Jennings got it on the handoff. The tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
Got to stay patient with the run game. That's what the offense is doing here. Even though they haven't had any big gains yet, there's a little short gain that time, but you're hoping to break one sooner or later.
Eli Manning will take it from the center here. 3rd down and 2. Set up screen. He's taken down at the 42.
Manning's able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
1st down here after the completion. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. And Jennings going to take the handoff now. And that'll be a gain of about 2. The Giants trail in this one, and the running game has not been an asset. And Jennings going to get more touches, and you know he has to learn how to find some openings to get his team back in this one.
You know, I agree with that, Jim, but also I think you got to start to think about changing the play calling. Get this defense off balance, then go back to the run and see if you can catch them off guard.
Robinson's going to pull in the bullet pass.
The Giants do a good job that time on 2nd down. They don't force the football down the field. They throw it short. They pick up some solid yards to make it a good situation for them. 3rd and short.
3rd and 4. Catch made along the sideline.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the 1st down. Jim, that's what you want to do. Pick up that 1st down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
Offense lines up here. Now 1st and 10. Ball is out, and it's a takeaway. And he's brought to the ground.
Well, that's what you call a takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
The Redskins are set now for their next possession. Offense lines up here. Dropping back 3. On the money. And it's John Beeson who makes the tackle.
What's the old expression? Just move the chains. That's what they did with that throw and catch that time, Tim. It also gives them a chance for 3 more downs.
The jumbo set on the field. 1st down at the 38. Brown's there to make the tackle.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
That leads us to 2nd down. 2-minute warning.
Coming up at the half, please join Larry Ridley for the Verizon Halftime Report.
And now returning to the field, just 2 minutes to go, and it's a big spot as we've got an offense that would love to increase that lead before the intermission. The Redskins will take the snap from the 35. Incomplete as he was looking short. Now looking at 3rd down. Nickel formation here for the defense. Play fake. Brings it in along the sideline. And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. This will be a 46-yard field goal attempt. The field goal attempt is good. It's good.
Well, you come out there on the field as a defense. The offense has great field position. You've got to give them something different. The defense did. They stopped them, and they gave up the field goal.
The Giants prepared to return the kickoff. Holiday on the return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. 1st down here. And Jennings lined up as the single back. Brings it into his body. Coughed up the football. And the defense has it. Great job by the defense, forcing and recovering the fumble.
You said the appropriate word there, forcing. The hit was so solid and so good. The offensive player had no choice. He had to give up the football.
Gets it out for the completion.
This is what you call throwing the wide receiver open against man-to-man coverage. Throw it to the open space. Let the receiver outrun the defensive back. Nice completion.
Gets it out for the completion. He's brought to a halt. And Phil, you look at this offense right now. They've got a quarterback who's moving the football through the air, and that's a big reason why they're leading this game.
That's right. That's why they're leading the game. Boy, I'd hate to be a defensive back out there today. The wide receivers are good. The quarterback is hot. They've got awesome rhythm, and that's why they're playing so well.
And gains maybe 4.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver. You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Get ready.
Out to the left. Brown's able to knock the pass away.
Good job that time by the defender. Reads the quarterback. He sees the receiver, gets in good position, and knocks it away.
The kick is good.
Well, that time the offense had great field position. They don't take advantage of it, but at least they get 3 points. Good job by the kicker coming in and getting some points on the board.
Holiday fields the kick, and he's met head-on right there at the 20. The Giants getting set now for their next series. Offense lines up here. 1st and 10. The give. Going to be a tackle for a loss.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
That does it for the first half. Giants trail in this one. Giants ready to kick it away. And he spins away. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Redskins getting ready now to start their drive. They load it up now, bring out the jumbo formation. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. As they continue to lead, you do wonder if this team will run the football more, even though it has been really ineffective to this point.
No, I'd say this. I would go with the pass. You know, you can win the game in the NFL just passing the football. That's what they're going to have to do here today. The run game has been rough, and I don't see it changing.
It's the old counter play. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Running backs, they love counter runs. They know when a defense has been over pursuing, so they make that fake one way, and when they cut it back, there's usually a great running lane there.
3rd down and 1. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
And this fires the football team up. The defense, 3rd and short. They stop the run, keeps the offense short of the first down, and look at the excitement on the defensive side.
Going to be a short yardage situation, so forget the punt. They're going to go for it. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Patterson's there to take him down.
Got to have a lot of courage to call these type of plays, don't you, Jim? And at that time, even though this team is winning, the coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Good play call, and they make it work.
1st down and 10. John Beeson brings them down.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Catch made. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those 1st downs and keep it going.
Offense lines up here.
Get ready. Spread 38.
1st and 10. Almost intercepted that time.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it. You just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
And here we have 2nd down. The Redskins line up in the pistol. And he's taken down.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Come on, let's go. Spread 38.
Taken down and sacked again.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
The Giants come onto the field now for this next series. Eli Manning will take it from the center here. Now 1st and 10. Looks to his left. Pulls it in. The ball is out. They bring him to the turf.
That's what you call a takeaway. The defense just makes such a hard hit.
Before there's another snap, the officials want to go back and take a look at that last one. Was the knee down, Phil, or was it a fumble first?
I think what we need to do here, let's stop it when the knee hits the ground. And once we stop it, let's look at the football. Does he have possession of it completely at that time? If he does, then it's going to be down. The runner will be down before the fumble occurs.
This one had to be instigated by the folks upstairs. They challenged the call on the field, and in fact, it was the proper thing to do. The play is overturned. Second down and 5. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. The Giants' offensive line has been mauled at times, Phil. Manning still found ways to deal with that pressure and make the throws.
He has dealt with it well. What you have to be able to do in the NFL as a quarterback, you got to be able to throw under pressure, and you have to be able to throw off your back foot, because there are a lot of times there are going to be guys around you.
3rd down on the way. Quarters formation here for the defense. They go screen with Jennings.
When you're behind in a football game, all you can do on the offensive side is just go out there and thinking about making plays and picking up first downs. Good job by the offense.
1st down at the 42. Wide open for the catch.
Find a way to score. That's always the mantra with every team when they get in the red zone. If you punch it in here, even though you're down by more than 7, it'll give you confidence for the rest of the game.
Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. Eli Manning takes it from the gun. Breaks out of that one. And he's forced to the ground.
How about the defense on that play? They were not fooled. They see the pass coming. They get the penetration. They get to the quarterback quick. And that's a big sack down near the goal line.
2nd and 13. Handoff by Manning for about 4.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with the pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. The defense gets the sack.
Good job with the safety getting that sack. I'll say this. He can tackle, he can cover, and he's showing us he can blitz too and get to the quarterback.
And converts on the 3.
When an offense drives the ball, they always want to get something out of it, get some points. This time, the field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Redskins ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 22.
Get ready.
The Redskins from the 22. Toss to the outside. Rolls there that time for the tackle. We don't always get to see defensive matchups these days, but today it's been exactly that. Low-scoring game, and it's because both defenses have really stepped up and done their job.
Yeah, a lot of people look at games like this and go, oh, that's boring. I think it's fun to see because we don't get to see it too often. And what it does, it puts a lot of pressure on the players and especially the coaches to make decisions that are going to give their team a chance to win in a game like this.
3rd down now. The jumbo set on the field. Intercepted by Antrell Roll. Has space. Touchdown and drawing close.
Touchdown Giants.
Well, I really have no complaints. Sometimes you're going to throw interceptions, but my complaint is the offensive players. Nobody hustling, nobody there to make the tackle, and they return it all the way for a touchdown.
Josh Brown about to boot it down the field. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. First down here. The Redskins come out. Jumbo package on the field. Breaks the tackle. And that's Beeson shutting this play down for a loss.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
They load it up now. Bring out the jumbo formation. Second down and 11. Unbelievable grab.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Finds his mark. That'll stop the play right there.
A lot of people talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's overblown, but in a situation like this, where you're winning a close game in the second half, you want to control the tempo, control the clock, keep getting those first downs.
First and 10. And he's thrown to the ground.
It is without a doubt the worst place to get pressure up the middle on the quarterback. It happened that time, and he did the right thing. Just take the sack.
The Redskins line up in the pistol offense. The Redskins snap it at the 41. Long ball to Deshaun Jackson. Makes the play.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Beeson's able to swat the pass away.
Good job by the linebacker. Just watching the quarterback, reading his eyes. He made the move at the right time, and he knocked the pass down.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Third down and 10. He's got the catch. In the books. Touchdown.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
Extra point is good. And the kicker's ready to go. Tackles made right around the 32-yard line. The Giants are getting set for their next possession. He's setting up here. He's been sacked 5 times today. Really been beat up. Offense lines up here. False start on the offense will set them back.
False start, offense.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Beckham's in the slot. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
They're setting up screen.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
3rd and 4. Setting up screen. Makes the reception. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Don't always have to throw the football past the yard markers. That's another thing I hate to hear. This time the offense throws it behind the yard markers on the screen pass. Good execution. They pick up a first down.
The defense gets a sack.
Well, good job that time by the defense. They catch the offense off guard, and they send more guys than the offensive line can block. When you're outnumbered, it's up to the quarterback to get rid of the football. He does it, and he takes the sack.
The Giants have it at the 34. And they deck the quarterback.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack of the quarterback.
What a beating this has been as he comes to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 9th time today. Manning's looking to go down the field here, and that's Clark who came close to getting the pick.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Wants to give it a go here. This big return's going to set up his team in excellent field position.
There's nothing like a good punt returner. Just give him a little hope. Just make somewhat of a decent block. He'll do the rest. That's what we saw that time.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. And picks up about 3.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What a beating it has been for the quarterback. That last play was a run. 3rd down coming up. The Redskins lined up in the pistol. Helu's got it now. Counter run play. Still not taken down. And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line.
Redskins offensive line is just whooping some tail today, aren't they? What a job up front. That helps the running back get in space, get down there, and pick up a big gain.
First down at the 39. Toss play. And he is brought down at the 39.
Outside linebackers are just, they really are great athletes. They got size and they can really run. That was a good job by the outside linebacker there that time, stopping the outside run for no gain.
He's setting up here. He's been sacked 4 times already. What if ball comes out? Oh, they cough up the football and the defense takes possession.
Well, that time the offense fumbles the football, but the defense hit them so hard, there's no chance of hanging on. Hits the ground, and the defense recovers.
Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Reaches out and grabs it. Good piece of tackling.
The slant route is not used as much as it used to be in the NFL because defensive linemen read quarterbacks now better than ever, and they jump up to knock those passes down. But that time they didn't get it done. The slant route is caught and comes up a couple yards short of a first down.
And Cruz is marked down at the 41.
Good job by the receiver that time. Getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
Manning's got it in the gun. Underneath and incomplete that time.
This defense can pressure the quarterback. There's no doubt about it. They did this time, and it results in another incompletion.
What a beating this has been as he comes to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 9th time today. The Giants snap it at the 41. He'll throw it over the middle. In on the stop.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down, now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. Shotgun look here for Eli Manning. The Giants come to the line with an empty backfield. Manning from the shotgun. Victor Cruz hauls it in, and Cruz is stopped right there. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. And there's Cruz. Gains 12. First down. Let's see what they come up with here. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry. He's looking to the right here on this throw. And he gains maybe 3. This will be second down. Wasting little time. Manning's back in shotgun formation. With 2 hands, he has it. This will be the 8th play of this drive. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 3rd and goal at the 4. And he's taken down. The coach is going to go for it. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Ball's on the ground. A recovery by the defense. He's brought down. The defense comes up with the big play, the hit, and the recovery of the football.
They sure did. They got so much speed on the defensive side, and that speed, when you think about it, it gets more people around the football. It helps you deliver the hit even harder, and that's why they got the turnover. Great job.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. The jumbo set on the field. Gets the handle here. And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line. The Giants use another timeout here, and they have 1 left. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. The Redskins approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Takes another handoff. Good for only a yard. And the defense will use one of its timeouts right here. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. The Redskins will approach this play from out of the pistol. Takes it again. Slashes to the left side.
Well, even though they have a lead here, it's late in the 4th quarter. You still got to be unpredictable. Keep the defense on edge. As I always say, make the defense react and not attack. So make them guess what plays you're going to run.
3rd down and 8 off the right side. Phil, this goes down as a great win in the books.
It does, Jim. All wins in the NFL, they're big. But when you beat a division rival, man, it just makes it